Alright, Vloggerheads video. I'm back again. I'll probably be back a lot. Some people almost wish that, so I guess they'll get their wish, because I sort of got a suspension on YouTube and I'm pissed off at YouTube, so I might not go back to YouTube for like 6 months or something. But anyway, whatever happens, happens. So, saw a couple of videos. I liked the tree video. She said some nice things, and I liked the chair. I mean, that comfy chair thing was pretty good. So it got me thinking about the backdrops of videos, and I really should get myself like a big cement Lincoln chair or something. Make my videos from some sort of proper place. It's just kind of funny. Atmosphere is kind of important. So anyway, you look very comfortable, and that was nice. Morphine, blowing stuff up again with the kids, and I sort of think there might be some, probably I sort of understand now the term like supervised custody visits or whatever. I mean, it does seem like there should be somebody supervising those visits. But he hasn't killed any of them yet, and they look pretty healthy, and so I guess everything's okay. But it's kind of funny. He's like a big kid. Anyway, so Bella, I don't have anybody else to argue with right now, right? So it's Bella. She did a video on this race stuff again, and it's sort of irritating. She's like, well, I should go talk to the racists and convince them not to be racist. But Bella is also an advocate of allowing people to live based on their personal prejudices and preferences, white only. And she has this theory that, if you gotta say words like nigger to make the word weak, and so we all should run around saying kike and heeb and all that other kind of stuff. And I don't think I don't buy that theory. Number one, I think it sort of makes me want to puke every time I hear it, because they're ugly words. Let's leave them that way. In a way, they should mean something. They should always keep us mindful of just how sick and depraved human beings can be when they get this, oh, I don't like that attitude, Look, we would find a reason to hate ourselves if the only difference is that, some people were an inch taller than other people, or, their hair was 3 inches longer, or there was some other little bullshit. It's the star-bellied Sneetch, Dr. Seuss book. You really don't have to go any further than that to understand how silly human beings can be. And this whole race issue, this whole prejudice thing, it's just about being able to accept it. Yes, we're not going to like each other, and we're not going to like each other for really dumb reasons. I mean, I don't like Valley girls, like on TV when you hear one of those girls with that Valley girl talk. It makes me insane. I mean, I don't care. One could be like the perfect woman, and if that crap came out of her mouth, there's no way. I wouldn't even take a freebie. But does that mean that if I was renting a house or something, I would say no Valley girls allowed? That I should have a right to do that? I mean, we can all understand what a fair fight is and what fairness is in general, and that's all this race thing is about. Is you can hate people, but you really got to accept the obligation to be fair to each individual. That you can't judge them based on some class they fit into, some superficial classification, like, oh, a certain percentage of teenage drivers have accidents, therefore every single teenage driver shall be persecuted. That logic sucks. It's like 1 or 2 kids misbehave in the classroom, so let's punish the entire classroom. I mean, it doesn't make any logical sense, and that's the real evil. It's when that is liberated, that attitude that I have a right to somehow punish them all, that fucks it, okay? Because we have to really, it's about these individual interactions and not allowing some sort of prejudgment dictate how you're going to interact with somebody and what rights they are going to have in your society. And it's just not that complicated. And so having Bella explain that to people, I don't think is going to work, because Bella, you don't understand the principle. You're not going to convince people that they don't dislike what they say they dislike. Because guess what? They're going to tell you, no, I hate that fucking rap music, and I hate that dirty language, and I hate that dirty attitude and that slovenly approach to life, and they'll just go through the rhetorics of the cliche that they dislike. And there's nothing about that cliche that you're going to make pleasant. And so the only thing that you're not going to, like I said, you're not going to take away people's ability to malign, and people's ability to disparage, and people's innate I like chocolate ice cream more than vanilla ice cream or strawberry ice cream prejudice. You're just not going to undo that through conversation. But what you can do is you can argue with a stupid attitude like you have a right to act on that shit, that you have a right to commit an unfairness against another individual and to prejudge them based on some classification because they're wearing Nike sneakers, therefore they are. It's that crap that makes this dangerous. So the thing that we can't allow to have happen is people to have this attitude that they have a right to express their bigotry, their prejudice. Not that they don't have a right to have them. They have a right to have them. They just can't make somebody else's life, they can't diminish somebody else's liberty or their life based on it. And it's that principle that you don't understand, and that's really disgusting. I mean, that's the disgusting part of racism to me. It's not people's racism. It's not even their willingness to use an ugly word. It's their willingness to look somebody in the face as an individual and say, their nose is a certain length, therefore they must be one of them, therefore they must believe this, this, and this, therefore I will treat them a certain way. Fuck that shit. So really, I mean, you talking to racist is like, well, what's the point in comparisons, right? But it doesn't make any sense. Your attitude, we should liberate the white-onlyists attitude, okay? That's the problem. That's the idiocy. That's the non-Martin Luther King simple premise that you judge an individual based on the, content of their character, not the color of their skin or the kind of hat they're wearing or how long their hair is or how dark their eyebrows are or how round or oval their eyes are. Bullshit. I mean, it's not that fucking complicated. So, anyway. Enough said. Keep it under 10 minutes. That way the videos will upload without editing.